And there you have it. Thank you, Luke. Everybody's got somebody but me. Poor Luke. We appreciate that very much. Okay, I would like to mention about Doug here, because for $147 or more, you can ask for Doug here, and you can get him. He's a farmhand, so every farmer needs one of these. And we really, if you don't want him, and you want to donate him, you can also just say, I would like my bear to go towards the Ronald McDonald House, for example. And you can do that as well. So for $147, you can get yours mailed out in June, and you can receive Doug. Okay, we're going to go to some Saskatchewan talent now, and we're going to see Charlie Anderson Reed from Dalmany. Charlie is 11 years old, and she's gonna sing us a song called "Hold My Hand." Take it away, Charlie.
Hold my hand, everything will be okay. I heard from the heavens that clouds have been gray. Pull me close, wrap me in your aching arms. I see that you're hurting. Why'd you take so long to tell me you need me? I see that you're bleeding. You don't need to show me again. But if you decide to outride in this life with you, I won't let go till the end. So cry tonight, but don't you let go of my hand. You can cry every last tear. I won't leave till I understand. Promise me, just hold my hand. Raise your head, look into my wishful eyes. That fear that's inside you will lift every time I can see everything you're blind to now. Your prayers will be answered. Let God whisper how to tell me you need me. I see that you're bleeding. You don't need to show me again. But if you decide to outride in this life with you, I won't let go till the end. So cry tonight, but don't you let go of my hand. You can cry every last tear. I won't leave till I understand. Promise me, just hold my hand. Hold my hand, hold my hand. I'll be right here. Hold my hand, hold my hand, hold my hand. I'll be right here. Hold my hand. I know you're scared and your pain is imperfect, but don't you give up on yourself. Yeah, I've heard a story. A girl, she once told me that I would be happy again. Hold my hand. Hold my hand. Oh. Hold my hand, hold my hand, hold my hand, hold my hand, hold my hand. I heard from the heavens.
There you have it. Thank you so much. 11-year-old Charlie Anderson Reed from Dalmany, making the town proud for sure. Okay, we've got a knockdown I think we should do.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think
Absolutely.
so.
Sunday morning?
Let's do it.
If
Let's
you're
go.
not on those phones,
Here we go.
you know
All
what
right,
to do.
let's stand up.
Stand up.
Let's
If
take
you're
a
not
sit.
there's the back row.
Man, the phones are actually crushing it right now.
look
This might be a short one.
We just got a few at the end here. Oh, this is going to be an easy one.
Oh my
There are
goodness.
Only
so
4
many
left.
people on the phones right now.
Going Saskatchewan. This should be easy,
Just a couple
Saskatchewan.
left.
Get them to work.
Get your call now.
Ladies are ready to take your
308-2023.
call.
They want to talk to you.
If you've thought about donating, now is your chance. You can do it
683.
online or you can call. There are
2023.
2 phones up here ready to take your call and so many more behind the scenes as well.
Keep it going, Saskatchewan. This is great momentum to get us through the day.
This might be the fastest knockdown total.
Yeah,
I think so.
One left.
Everybody's awake this
Come
morning.
on,
Do we have
Saskatchewan,
one?
bring those phones.
Telemiracle Teddy, Alice,
Come on.
working their magic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay. That's looking good.
When you do a knockdown, what do you do after?
I think we're going to do a
You
total.
gotta do a total.
Yeah.
You gotta do it. Here
All
we
right,
go.
let's do the total. See where we're sitting this
See
morning.
where it's at.
Here we go, Saskatchewan. Say it with us.
9,
4, 8, 6, 8, 2, 1.
1,286,849. And where are we going? Where are we going?
We are going to keep going higher, but right now we're going to go to Rosetown and we are going to chat with Steve and Emmett. Good morning, Steve and Emmett. They are from the Walter Asselstein School Chorus. Steve, you are the teacher, and Emmett, you're in the choir. Yes? Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, you're in a happy mood there this morning, Emmett, hey?
This is so cool. I see 2 of my faces.
No, listen.
Yes, it is. It is very cool. We're glad that you're in a happy spirit this morning. I hear that you guys maybe raised some money for Telemiracle, yes?
We did, yeah. At our choir as a school, we sold Helping Hands, and we did a hat day and a coin drive, and we raised $1,083.84. And we also did an online auction where we raised $250.
Well, that is great. It is great to raise that money, don't you think, Emmett?
Yeah.
Yep, that is good. All right, so you're in the choir. What song are you guys going to be performing?
Do you remember? Don't Give Up on Me.
You got it. Well, we look forward to hearing that right now. From Rosetown, it is the Walter Asselstein School Chorus. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
I will
Wasn't that incredible? What a group.
Beautiful. I love the Saskatchewan talent bringing the energy up this early in the morning.
Cute little ones.
Oh, yeah.
That was sweet.
The group singing, fantastic.
Yeah.
And the energy from that group. We have another group with us right here on stage.
Exactly. Yeah, let's find out everyone's names.
Oh, hi, it's Chloe.
Hi, Dawn.
Leslie?
Carly.
Wonderful.
And I think you're from Information Services Canada, and I believe you're our spokesperson here. You're going to tell us about the presentation, the donation you've brought to us here. We're excited to hear this.
We are, thank you. So I just want to thank everyone for having us today. Again, I'm Carly, and we're thrilled to be here on behalf of Information Services Corporation, also known as ISC. For those that don't know, we have very deep roots in Saskatchewan, very similar to Telemiracle, and we have a long history of supporting this province's communities and the people all around us. ISC is a registries, data management, and land titles company here in Saskatchewan as well as across Canada. And so we do touch every corner of this province and beyond. And with that, I think we were really excited to be able to participate today in the panel as well as to present this check for everybody.
Let's do the big
go.
reveal,
Drum roll.
ladies. Here we go.
Here's the big reveal. Information Services Corporation, $25,000. Fantastic. Wow. Thanks so much. And any quick shout outs you'd like to do?
We don't. I just want to say thank you to the 500 give or take volunteers and staff of everyone today that's supporting the people in this province that really need it.
Thank you so much for that.
Great work. That's awesome,
Love
ladies.
it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for that donation. That's going to go a long way helping an awful lot of people. Thanks so
Yes.
much. All right, we'll have you exit the stage this way
And
here.
we'll bring in some more friends right
Great to see
now.
you.
Here we go. Come on down all the way to center stage.
I think we better be on our best behavior. I think they're lawyers.
Okay. We can't be silly, Jeffrey.
No horseplay here,
No,
Alex. No,
absolutely not.
Here, maybe I'll go down to the other end here, Allie, and
Okay.
maybe we'll first get some names.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, who do we have here?
Colleen.
Okay.
Brett.
Amy.
And Nicole.
And you're from?
Dougal Golly.
Wonderful. And tell us a little bit about your donation story here.
Well, we fundraise, do various things throughout the year, and we do soup lunches, chili cook-offs, taco lunches. Then we do, at Christmas time, we really ramp things up. We have a lot of fun with the silent auction. There's lots of flurry of activity with the last-minute bids, so that's a lot of fun. We do baking trays, and then we top it off with a little survivor pool auction for your favorite bottles of beverage. And we have a snack shack throughout the whole year that helps with our efforts, and yeah.
I love me a snack shack. That sounds fantastic.
If I were to get lost in the woods, I would hope to be lost in a snack shack.
I love it. Okay, so how much did you bring us today?
Here we go.
$7,000.
$7,000.
Thank you so much for that from
Thank
McDougall Golly
you.
LP. And were those fundraisers in mostly? I was hearing some of them, but were they mostly in the office?
Yes,
Yeah.
all in the
and how many
office,
people
yes.
work at McDougall Golly?
Close to 100 people.
About 100 people. Office fundraisers, $7,000. It's incredible.
Awesome.
Thank you all so much.
The magic of a snack shack. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Thanks for bringing on the donation.
We'll get
We
you
really,
going
really appreciate
right
it.
down
Yes.
that way. Lovely to meet you all.
And we have one more group.
Do we?
Small yet mighty.
Here we go, gentlemen.
A team of two. Yeah, you can come
Bring
right
it on down. Who are you joining us from today?
We are from Motion Cares.
And we'll get your names.
I am Aaron.
Frank.
Okay.
And just motion cares. Just tell us a little bit about that because
Yeah.
I think you're connected to the Kin Foundation.
So Motion Cares provides medical equipment. We actually have 8 locations across the province. So a lot of people don't know the name Motion, but names like Golden Mobility or Sage or even the MediChair all came together for these 8 locations. We employ about 50 people, and we actually get to be I call it the elves. We actually get to deliver a lot of equipment and a lot of hope and honestly, freedom to a lot of people across Saskatchewan. So we actually help kind of deliver some of the products to the people of Saskatchewan.
Very exciting. That's
That must be something when you're the person who gets to deliver the wheelchair, the motorized chair to someone and see it literally kicking into gear and changing people's lives as they receive it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Like some of the vehicles that we get to build and help deliver, and then you get to see that person in the community or at a Blades game, right? And you're like, hey, that's awesome. We were part of this process and giving a person freedom and independence.
That's what this is all about.
That's why we're doing what we do.
And that you do that and then contribute with a donation too.
Yeah, tell us about your donation story.
For sure. So we've always been longtime supporters of Kinsman, even through our own previous company, Gold Mobility. And together, based on the support and obviously what we feel, the help that this community, this Kinsman does for people of Saskatchewan, we came together as a team and we were able to raise a ton of cash for this organization.
And when we say ton of cash, what do we mean here?
So our donation today is for $6,000.
$6,000
Promotion.
Thank
you so much. Getting to see the dollars in action, changing people's lives, and contributing right back to the telethon. Thank you guys so much.
Yes, thank you. Incredible donation. Thank you for all your hard work and everything you're doing for the people of Saskatchewan. I think now we're going to check in with our pal Jess.
We are.
I get the privilege of telling you guys about our friend at Telemiracle, Leo Donald Kobrinski. Donald was born in 1938 on the family farm in the Sinnott district of Saskatchewan. Growing up, he was busy with the farm, but took time to play hockey and enjoyed curling. Attending the Leroy Braves hockey games was also a favorite pastime. Donald spent his life living and working on the family's mixed farming operation until the late 1990s, when he sold the farm and moved into the town of Leroy, Saskatchewan. He lived on his own in Leroy for a number of years until moving into Evergreen Lodge. His next home was the Elizabeth Retirement Home in Humboldt, and finally Central Parkland Lodge in Lanigan. Donald passed away in August of 2021. The Kinsman Telemiracle would like to thank Donald for his generous gift of $9,650. Thank you so much. It's incredible to see the planned giving and where our dollars are going and coming from. It's so important.
It's just wonderful, very wonderful. And of course, we're so happy that it stays right here in Saskatchewan and helps the people in need right here in our own province.
Absolutely.
We've got a testimonial here that I'd like to share with you. We got to go around the past week and meet a lot of people who have benefited from the Telemiracle money, of course, that you folks out there have helped us raise. And it goes to help people significantly. And here's a little story to give you a little example of how this money can really help some people. This fellow's name is Clayton, and Clayton was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia, or AML, in 2018. He had to travel from his farm to get treatment at the Saskatoon Cancer Center. And during that process, Telemiracle, thanks to the donations from the Telemiracle donors watching, Telemiracle was able to cover Clayton's travel, accommodations, and meals. This funding is critical for people who need to be away from their home for extended periods of time, like Clayton. When people are fighting for their lives, this funding helps take away some of the financial worry so people can focus on healing. Let's hear from Clayton now.
My name's Clayton France, and we live in Christopher Lake, and this is my wife, Janelle. When I was first diagnosed in 2018, I had a routine blood test. My doctor checked it and found that it showed signs of leukemia, possibly. And within 9 days, I had a diagnosis of AML. Within a matter of 2 weeks to not really knowing anything and just having a normal life to it turning upside down.
When he first was diagnosed, it was shocking. It was very scary because you had to keep it together and say, oh, we got this, let's carry on, let's get you into the hospital and let's get all your things so you're comfortable. And it was just taking care of the minimum stuff, but going through my mind was, okay, our life is going to change drastically, and what do we do now?
Well, for someone like Clayton and his wife Janelle, initially he was required to spend a month in hospital in Saskatoon and then traveled back and forth to Saskatoon frequently from his home community for treatment, appointments, tests. And later was admitted to our transplant unit for a stem cell transplant. So when one undergoes the type of transplant that he received, you are medically required to relocate to Saskatoon with a caregiver for a period of at least 3 to 6 months.
When we were first getting diagnosed with everything, I had someone come up to me and they went through treatment with their spouse, and they mentioned that at first they didn't accept the help. They didn't accept help, and they said, you know, it caused them long-term grief because they struggled. And she said, if you get any help, just accept it.
It does take a lot of strength to ask for and accept help. And I do think the people of this province, they're proud, they're independent, and they like to leave the help for someone else because the people of Saskatchewan are also very community-minded.
When I found out about Telemiracle, I was excited because at that moment we were thinking we had to sell everything, you know, just to get through the next few months.
I've seen many of my patients and families become quite emotional. It gives them hope, and it helps them feel like there is a community behind them that's fighting with them.
Applying for Telemiracle and getting coverage really made that journey more about Janelle and I and not our finances, where we were able to grow closer together and be our support team instead of trying to figure out other aspects of our recovery. Without that, I think it would have been a really difficult journey. And
it's one less thing for me to worry about, and I can focus my care and just making sure he's healing and he's looked after, you know, and just to help the healing process.
once you realize what those funds do for people, it's an ability for the community and the public to take care of each other.
There you go. That's exactly where your dollars are going towards, helping people just like them every day of the year. So we appreciate you tuning in today and sending in your donations. We've got some more great Saskatchewan talent here. Katarina Grace is a 14-year. Hi, Katarina. Are you there?
Hi.
Can you hear me? Are you calling from home today?
Yeah, I am.
Awesome. Have you been involved with Telemiracle before?
Yes, this is my third year.
Your third year already. You must have started young.
Yes, I did.
At 14. So you're going to sing a song for us today?
Yes, it's my own song called Homesick, and it's about our province of Saskatchewan.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that. And I understand do you have a presentation for us as well?
Yes.
Yeah, like you raised some funds, did you?
Yes, I did. We made just over $1,500, and I'd like to thank everybody who donated, and a special shout out to Carl and Taya and our neighbor Jeff.
And so how did you raise the money? You just walked around and asked people for it, or did you sing for them, or?
We actually posted through social media, and we raised money like that.
Oh, that's great. So, well, you know that Nutrien is matching your donation today. So it's doubling in value. So thank you very much for that hard work. And again, what song are you singing?
I'm singing Homesick.
Okay, well, here's your song, Homesick. Let's hear it for Katarina Grace.
I know how you feel sometimes, like you're slowly dying inside. You might feel like you're not enough, and you're down on your luck. It may seem like you're alone, but you're always welcome home, where the skies always change and the fields stay the same. Slow down and take a breath, and when nothing good comes your way, and you fear the worst someday, trying to make it on your own, lone wolf in the cold. It may seem like you're alone, but you're always welcome home, where the skies always change and the fields stay the same. Slow down and take a breath, everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. Slow down, it'll be okay. Slow down, it'll be okay. When the skies always change and the fields stay the same. Slow down and take a breath, everything will be okay. Where the skies always change and the fields stay the same.
Amazing Saskatchewan talent right there. Incredible. You know, it reminds me, and that girl right there singing reminds me of the day when our very own Jess Moskaluk took this stage as one of our Saskatchewan talent. And I knew back then this girl is going to be something, and she is more than just something. She's everything. She is good inside and out. There isn't an award that she has not won. She's got new music coming up, but here is one of your favorites from her right now. It's Map Dot by Jess Moskaluk.
We don't have a cop, cause we don't need one. But we got a beauty shop, cause we need our hair done. Yeah, the building is old, but the rumors are new. And if you need a bouquet, you can get it there too. We don't have a car, cause we don't need one. We're one long mile up the highway, one downtown closed on Sunday, one main street and one stop sign, one bar with one good beer line. Easy love, hard to find, got a real good man that I call mine. You might not see it, but everything I need's what I got. Oh, in this tiny little map dot. Sometimes we leave, but we always come back. And if we had a billboard, it would probably say that. This town's got my heart and my joy and my tears. I could live anywhere, but it wouldn't feel like here. One long mile up the highway, one downtown closed on Sunday, one main street and one stop sign, one bar with one good beer line. Easy love, hard to find, got a real good man that I call mine. You might not see it, but everything I need's what I got. Oh, in this tiny little map dot. No, we don't got a lot, but you're gonna wanna start. So take one long mile up the highway, one downtown closed on Sunday, one main street and one stop sign, one bar with one good beer light. Easy love, hard to find, got a real can find me in this tiny little map dot.
Jess Moskaluk.
Oh my goodness.
Map Dot, I love that
what
song.
What can't she do?
Right?
Multi-talented.
I don't think she can do a cartwheel.
We're going to ask her
We're gonna
later.
ask her.
I'm going to put her on the spot
That might
because
be
I want to see it.
might
You
be-
know what,
Yes.
Jill? I am a social media fiend. You might know this about me.
I do know that.
And it seems like the people of Saskatchewan are as well because we've been getting some absolutely beautiful posts.
Yes.
And it's time for another social media minute.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's see what they have for us.
All right, we have hashtag altmiddle tweeting in saying it's always so exciting when we crest the $1 million amount. Let's keep those phones ringing, Saskatchewan. That's exactly right, because where are we going?
Higher.
Yes.
Higher. Ashley tweeted, Telemiracle weekend is always a highlight for our family. We set up the air mattress in the living room. Love that.
I love that.
And the kids spend the evening staying up as late as they can. Our kids say this is their favorite TV show. Ring those phones, Saskatchewan.
How sweet. That's what my memories of Telemiracle as well, camping out in the living room.
Yes.
I love to see it. Carol coming in with our daughter Amy needed the portable NICU unit after the stroke she suffered at birth, which Telemiracle had helped purchase. It enabled her to survive the trip to Saskatoon and NICU, where she only had a 5% chance of survival. She's now 40 years old.
Wow.
That is a testimonial right there.
It is. It
That's
is.
incredible. Thank you for sharing with us, Carol.
Yes, these type of social media posts, well, all of them are fantastic, but hearing that and hearing about recipients
Yes.
and recipients or people getting to use equipment that recipients have benefited
Exactly.
from. Matt Friesen, something only Saskatchewan people can fully understand. So true. Come on, people, ring those phones.
And this goes back to what the chair of Telemiracle 47, Scott Lamb, was saying about rooted in Saskatchewan. It's bunny hugs, it's the riders,
Yes.
it's Vico, and it's Telemiracle.
It's so true. And, it's funny because even in general conversation, someone can just say, oh, where are we going? Just asking for directions.
I know. And it's like knee-jerk, higher.
And I'm like, oh, no.
Oh, you're asking for directions.
Yeah, you need to get to the mall.
Oh,
I'm
it's
sorry.
a left.
Yes.
But today we're going
Higher. Yes. And on a high note, I think we have Jeffrey Straker.
Hey, thanks so much. I'm here with Telemiracle 47 Chair Scott Lamb. For those of you out there who don't know, there's a committee of kin who kind of keep this thing running throughout the year. And Scott is the captain of the ship, if you will. It's great to have you here, Scott.
Thanks for having me again. This is awesome.
We're gonna get to a video story that's been done about you and your involvement in the telethon, but just talk to me a little bit about this idea of the people behind. There's all these people here on the telethon, but there's people behind these people.
Well, everyone here, everyone on the phones here today, doesn't matter who you are. There's people at home looking after animals, kids, pets, houses, and it takes an army. We have an army here, and there's another whole army of people behind everyone that's here that supports us to be here and volunteer and do what we do for the people of Saskatchewan.
One of the things related to that, one of the things I've been blown away with sort of realizing this year is that there's about 450 kinsmen and kinettes who are volunteering their time to keep this thing going. And as you said, behind them, there's people who have to then go to their house, go to their farms, look after the animals, look after their kids. There's all sorts of things that have to be done to enable that volunteering time. And I think we're going to see a story about you here right now. Just lead us into it, Scott.
Absolutely. This is my Telemiracle story with my family and the friends who back me up so I can be here and volunteer.
All right, let's take it away. This is Scott Lamb's Telemiracle story.
Yeah, so I've been a Swiffer and Kinsman for almost 20 years. I joined when I was 19. I've been active with Telemiracle for, way over a decade now. My first Telemiracle on a committee was 35. My first ever Telemiracle, I believe, was, I want to say 31. So my history lots of history at the Telemiracle Foundation. I've been foundation chair before, and now I'm super excited to be chairing the actual show. Our family has a rich history of volunteerism. My mom, my grandfather, my grandma, all are very active in the communities all the time. My grandmother's 93 and still is active in the home that she's living in, and always stepping up to volunteer and do stuff. So volunteerism in our family has always been extremely important and really rooted with what we do. My mother and my grandmother are very key to what we do around here, And without them, I wouldn't be able to volunteer or be able to get away. Both of them have to hold the fort down and help around here too. Like when someone's out doing chores, they're the ones that'll have meals ready or whatever. Or, you know, maybe it's a parts run to Swift Current to get something because, you know, winter time, if I'm gone, guaranteed something's going to break. They're as much part of Telemiracle as being the chair because they have to help pick up the responsibilities around here while I'm gone. And they do an amazing job of that.
It's a passion of his. He's always, once he got involved, he's always just continued on and done just about every job he can there. And the part of that is because he loves doing it.
We used to be very much involved in 4-H when our family was growing up. And that was important. And I think Telemiracle is quite similar, and it certainly has done a lot for Scott.
You know, I'm very fortunate. I have an amazing group of friends and family that have my back. Being in the cattle business, cows need to eat every day. You know, they need checked every day. In the wintertime, it's just, you never know what's going to happen. And I'm extremely fortunate to have an amazing group of people that always have my back.
Well, when Scott's away, I tend to do basically anything that needs to be done around here, whether it's feeding or hauling water, doing any of the random chores, just coming out for a visit even with his mom is part of everything.
Scott, he is just that kind of guy. When you ask for help, he's there. When he's told me in Chance that he was running for Telemiracle chair, we're like, well, go for it. You know, it's an opportunity. You've been with Telemiracle for how many years? Just, that's the next step and pursue it.
That first Telemiracle, I remember just that walking out of it going, wow, I didn't know that went on. What you see on the screen is such a small part of what goes on. You know, Telemiracle is Saskatchewan as bunny hugs in Vico. It's uniquely what we do. It's Saskatchewan. It's who we are and it's what makes this province this province.
Scott Lamb, the chair of the Telemiracle 47 committee that keeps this thing afloat, giving all sorts of credit to his mom and his grandma for supporting him as he dedicates so much of his time to volunteer for this wonderful cause. I love that story.
Yeah. I love Scott. You know, I tell you, being honest, the first time I met Scott, I was kind of afraid of him.
We all were.
Like, I'm thinking he's a big grumpy kind of guy, but he's like the biggest teddy bear.
He's the biggest teddy bear.
Softy.
Yeah. That teddy bear, exactly.
All right,
So
good.
much
I wasn't
love.
the only one.
No.
I wasn't the only one.
And we have these great stories of all these people dedicating their time, and people get glued to their TV and they're riveted by the stories. But then when they do that, they forget to ring the phone. So keep calling in your pledges because we want to tell you where we're at because I think we've got a total. We're going to bring you up to date.
Got a total.
We
Let's
do.
do the
Let's
total.
find out. Let's see.
Here we go.
7, 8, 2, 8, 4,
$1,448,287. And where are we going?
Higher!
Where are we going?
Higher!
That's right, Saskatchewan. We are going to go higher right now. We are going to welcome an on-air group. I believe we have from the town of Elrose. Is that correct? You guys are pulling a fast one. We're switching the order up. Come on over here. We'll have Lisa on that side. Perfect. And who am I chatting with?
Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. How are you guys doing? We good? All right, so a volleyball team, a graduating class. What's the story?
It's our leadership team from the school.
Okay, amazing. And how did you raise funds for Telemiracle?
We did a Telemiracle jail and bail.
Oh, talk about that.
Cheyenne actually was...
Oh, you want to talk about that? Well, absolutely. Let's hear it.
So our student leadership team had our second ever jail and bail at the start of February. Community members and people from all over would call in and nominate someone, and then the nominees would have to raise double the amount that they were
put in jail for.
Oh, wow. Ooh, that's a spooky one. What happens if they don't get out?
They just,
Jail forever?
yeah.
No get out of jail free.
So it was a very successful event. We had a lot of generous donations from community members and local organizations like our Elrose Lions and Lioness clubs. And then a lot of the people in jail also raised more money than they needed to.
Wow, that's amazing. Cool.
We're also very thankful to Sergeant Wallner and Officer Gramlich of the Rosetown RCMP for spending the morning with us and arresting nominees.
We'd like to thank our supportive staff, students, and most of all our amazing community members that made this year's Jail and Bail a success. And yeah, it was a great experience for everybody.
Great, amazing. And hang on, we didn't get everybody's names, so let's get some more names here.
I'm Cheyenne.
Bryn.
Tara.
Madison.
Helena. Maya.
Awesome. And do you guys have a total for us? Let's see.
Let's see the big unveil here. Wow!
$13,435 from the Elrose Composite School. Well, thank you guys so much for your very creative fundraising efforts. We sure do appreciate it. We hope we'll see you back next year. Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Well done.
All right.
Next
now
up.
who do we have? Melfort. Melfort? Nope. Change of plans again. So you look like Meadow Lake. Welcome. Who do we have here?
Louise Slater. Rhonda. Julie.
Nice to meet you guys. This is Lisa. I'm Jess.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
All right. You look like you have a few checks for us. Small but mighty group. Who wants to go first?
So my workplace, the employees raised $2,500 and the company matched it for a total of $5,000.
Incredible. Thank you so much.
Well done to the company for matching. That's fantastic.
Yeah, incredible. And what about you guys?
The Meadow Lake Co-op did Helping Hands and raised $3,000.
Amazing. $3,000 from the Meadow Lake Co-op.
And it looks like you have a very long list here. Do you want to read those all out, or do you have them memorized maybe?
No, I don't. I won't read them all out. I just said I would have them on air. So the Meadow Lake Connect Club, a small group of 7, did an online auction which brought in $5,000. Our Jonah Sampson and Jubilee School did various fundraising and were able to donate $1,125. And we also collected a little bit of personal donations as well. So we have a total of $6,637.
Wow.
So grand total of all is $14,637.
$14,637.
Wow. Give yourselves a round
Thank you,
of
ladies,
applause.
so much. That is going to go so far, and it's all staying right here in Saskatchewan, as you know. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you next year. Okay, this is for
There we
sure
go.
Melfort.
Yes.
And this first guy is a dead giveaway to me. Hey, Dave. How are you? Come on over, guys. I got to give this guy a squeeze before we go any further.
Mr. Popular Dave. All right. We've got a nice big group here. Love it.
All right, well, I know who you are, but let's introduce ourselves. Who are you, good sir?
Dave Baker.
That's right. And how did we raise money this year?
Well, Melfort had quite the list of fundraising for Telemiracle 47. Diefenbaker residents raised $727. We had a couple of van sponsorships to get us here from PA Northern Bus Lines and Melody Motors. Federica Insurance Corporation, a group that they donated $975. Some other individual donations, Kim Eskowich, $100. The TM47 boxes around town raised $319.50. Penny Soup and Sandwich sold some cake, raised $110 for that. The Melfort Prairie North Co-op, $3,500 donation. And Brunswick School, where good choices happen, with their world-famous Telemiracle Carnival, raised $2,503.35. Couple others, Melfort Fire Department and the Melfort RCMP, they donated $200, as well with the Jolene Ozeroff donation of $100. The Melfort Curling Club donated some ice time for the Canettes Fun Spiel for Telemiracle 47. Caskey Place tenants raised $1,660, including Rose Bradley, with a lot of support. And a Penny Baker donation of $400. That's a good one. That is a good one. For a grand total of $22,200 $77.53.
More than $22,000. That must be a record-breaking year for you guys, or darn close. Pretty close. Well, thank you guys so much. Say hi to Penny for me. Say hi to everyone back in Melfort. Thank you so much for your contribution. Nice to see ya. We'll see you guys next year. Oh, I'm sending him away. You guys have more news? Oh, well, he's Dave Baker. He can go wherever he wants. Thank you guys
Thank
so
you,
much.
Melfort. Yeah, the wonderful job.
All right, and over to you, Alex.
Awesome stuff. It's just so incredible when we get to actually talk to the folks in person. But thanks to the power of technology, we can also talk to some of our fundraisers via video call. And Anne-Marie is joining me right now from, I believe, Moose Jaw. Is that correct, Anne-Marie?
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining this call. Can you tell us a little bit about your Telemiracle story? How did you get involved this year?
I joined Telemiracle during Telemiracle 45 was the first year I did it. That was a year after I went into remission for cancer. So that's how I originally got into it. And through that, then I started meeting a lot more people that would get donations from Telemiracle. So it became more and more important to me to start raising money. So then I did it for Telemiracle 47 and then again this year.
Amazing. That is absolutely incredible, turning your experience and meeting everyone who you've met on your journeys and then bringing it all back to raise some funds yourself. So what did you do to raise your donation this year?
I made an account on the Telemiracle site for people to e-transfer money.
Great stuff. That is a great use of technology. And do you have a total for us, Anne-Marie?
$1,500.
$1,500. We want to thank you so much for your hard work and for sharing your story with us this morning. And you are going to be singing for us. Does this song hold any special place for you?
I've been singing this song for a very long time, like ever since I was little, so it does hold a pretty special place in my heart.
Oh, amazing. We're going to take it away now with Hallelujah.
I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, hallelujah, Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to her kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah. 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 Well, maybe there's a God above, but all I've ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew ya. find you here at night. It's not someone who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Very beautiful song.
Very nice.
Very nice, and a nice setup for talking about something that's very, I think, just hard for us, because this past year there's ups and downs in life, but we've lost a few of our Telemiracle friends here, and one that was very near and dear to our hearts and to my heart is Ray Nealand. He passed away in December, and I tell you, he was the best little cowboy out there.
Well, you know, he had such a love for Telemiracle. He spent his entire year raising money for Telemiracle and raised so much money. I got a kick out of it. I used to tease him all the time because he'd come on Telemiracle and he would be all googly-eyed over I was his second love. Telemiracle first, and Beverly was his second love. And he would get all googly-eyed, and then he'd say, "Hi, Bev, how are you?" And then, "Hi, Brad." And he would just kind of, and so I'd say, I'd say, "Ray, you don't treat me the same as you treat Beverly." So anyway, we loved Ray.
That Ray Nealand had such an amazing spirit. You know, he was that kind of man. He honestly, he did anything and everything for Telemiracle. And it's just his whole spirit. I think you just could not want to just hug him and be around him and just his infectious love for people and this community and his friends. You know, he would tell me stories like, remember the gas cards? He'd go around everybody raising money for those gas cards, those $1,000 gas cards. Yeah. And like every year he was so proud of that check, like right down to the pennies, and he had it all counted for and added up. And then he'd tell me, other ways, he'd raise money, and he'd say, I go to the rodeos, Bev. And I said, I know you do. And he said, I wait till I know they're all hungry. And that's when I bring out those chocolate-covered almonds. And he was just so... And Beverly, they want those almonds like you wouldn't... Oh, he was just so excited
how to raise
about
money.
it.
That's
He
for sure.
He really did. It meant so much for him to come on this stage and share with us what he's done and what he did to raise the money. And it was always a lot of money.
Yeah, a lot. Like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yeah, and then last year, there was a huge donation from him. And it was just, it broke all our hearts. And I will tell you this, because Wendy and I had a conversation from the Telemiracle office. And she said, when he brought in that check, she said, "No, Ray, you got to keep some of that back for you." And he said, "No." He was just almost like he said, "That's all for the people of Saskatchewan."
Well, that's right. He gave every penny he had. And in the end, he needed a little help from Telemiracle. And of course, Telemiracle Foundation was glad to help Ray in his last year there. So we really thank Ray for all his hard work. And I think we're going to see kind of more of his life story here.
So there's something I know about Ray also, is that I know it took everything he had to ask for help.
Yes,
I know that.
Yeah.
So this piece is really, really special. Here's our friend, Ray Nealand.
Well, I had been watching Telemiracle on TV when it was on for, I can't remember how many years. Well, then one year Noreen said, they're having a mini Telemiracle in Martinsville. Let's go in. So we did. And they had some local entertainment. And then they had 4 or 5 couples explain how they had been helped. And that grabbed me by the hind leg. I forget which one's the hind one, but anyway, and I just thought, boy, that is something so worthwhile. It helps people that really need it.
So when he had this grandiose idea about riding to Regina, actually, because that's where the next Telemiracle was going to be held. And so our first ride started out by the Esso down on Highway 11. And we had quite a turnout.
It was approximately 40 riders.
And our pledges started small. I think maybe the first year, what was it, $2,500? I mean, but you have to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere.
Remind me, how many years is this that you've been involved with Telemiracle?
It's getting around to 23, 24, I guess.
Well, you know what? We appreciate you helping out Telemiracle every year. You're someone that, you know, I look up to as a person of...
Raising money for Telemiracle was always a great feeling for all of us, whoever did it. I mean, our last night at camp when we do our trail rides was just so tearful and joyful and really happy.
It's a really nice feeling knowing how Telemiracle helps people. Well, Telemiracle has supported me, helped me by, I needed new hearing aids and they looked after that. I had broke my hip, and so this walker really helped me getting around, and they've looked after that. And I certainly appreciated that very, very much.
It's important to support Telemiracle because they do so much for the community. I mean, it's not only individuals, but it's nursing homes and places like that. They give a van or give a person who needs a wheelchair van the money to make that happen. And that's so important. And since it's helped us and our family, yeah, it's just the greatest feeling knowing that that Saskatchewan can raise money and be this helping hand to someone else.